Always been interested in my family's history, so I decided to interview my dad about what he knows about our family history. Because growing up, he would always tell some stories about like my great grandpa, uh, and like I always thought they were so interesting. So I wanted to record them and pass it on and learn more about our family history and like our origins and the stories from our family. First thing I asked my dad was about the origins of our family, and he said that our family comes from the town of Garringer, Germany, which is why our last name is Garringer, and that the original three Garringer brothers came to America in about the 1730s. Uh, so this picture, I believe, is the town of Gering that we are from in Germany before the Garringer brothers migrated to America. So I asked him about family stories, and this is my great-great-grandma and grandpa, and and my great-great-grandpa was in World War One, but my dad unfortunately didn't have any stories about World War One. And this is my great-grandpa. He served in World War Two, and my dad had plenty of stories from World War Two of my great-grandpa. One of that he heard directly from him, from my great grandpa, that was told to him when he was a kid. And one of them was that the Garringers are known for being good at physical labor, like digging trenches. So my great grandpa was digging a foxhole during World War II, and his commanding officer told him to take a break and go get some coffee. And then right after my great-grandpa did that, commanding officer was continuing, and then he hit a landmine and unfortunately died, but it saved my great-grandpa's life. And my dad also said that my great grandpa was at a pub in Berlin after the war, and his two brothers were also in the war. And my dad said that he was in Berlin at the pub, and then he ran into both of his brothers, which my dad thought was really cool. Also, my great grandpa was a driver for commanders during the war, and my dad told me one story of how his company was shooting at some people on a ridge because they thought that they were the enemy, and then my great grandpa was like, wait, no, those are our guys. So he drove up to the ridge and he talked about and he talked to them, and they're like, yeah, they're just shooting at us for some reason. And then so my grandpa went back down and was like, those are our guys. So then they stopped shooting at him. So that's kind of a funny story. The stories my dad had to share from my great-grandpa during World War II. My dad told me stories of my grandma when she was younger, and so this picture is from my grandma's junior year, which had been I think the mid-60s, and he was talking about how she was in National Honor Society and how smart she was in high school, but then she married my grandpa when she was, I think, 18, so she couldn't really go to college or anything. My grandpa wasn't really the smartest person, but my dad did say that he was really good at baseball, and he was one of the best pitchers in the town where my dad grew up, which was Pendleton, Indiana. It's by Anderson, and baseball. In fact, that my dad said that if you go to Pendleton, there's still some of the older people there that talk about him and how great he was. But unfortunately, when my dad was 16, he died of cancer. My dad told me some stories from his childhood, like the time, like during the blizzard of '78. He was 12 or 13, and his little brother was 10. So they were like playing in the snow while their parents were like having to like trudge through the snow to like go to their grandma's house to like get groceries because the roads were clear enough for her to drive to town to get groceries. And he also was a very good swimmer during high school, which is the picture that I have is from him swimming. I think it's junior or senior year when that picture was taken. But it was nice for me to learn my family's history and to be able to interview my dad, so I can share it all so I can share it with more people about our family history and like our accomplishments and stories.